What's up, peeps? Raw! September 29th, 2025. Let's get into it. There weren't a lot of incredible moments, but there were a few. And one of them was in the middle of the show when Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes came face to face. And they were talking a little bit. And Cody Rhodes talked about how his two buddies, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, were on SmackDown. And Cody Rhodes said, I don't think you sent them. He said, I think Paul Heyman sent them. And then Seth Rollins said everything, all the decisions go through him first. Like Seth Rollins is like the leader of the group. And Cody said, well, did you authorize for Paul Heyman to announce Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza? And then after that, he got kind of like a stern, Seth Rollins got a bit of a stern look on his face. And then he kept getting crazy on the mic, busting down Cody Rhodes, and he was like, everything goes through me, like dancing, pretty much dancing around the question, pretty much. And he started talking about how he's going to beat Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, and it just more transferred into that, and then Seth Rollins walked out. Next up, it was a tag team match, or I'll say it was supposed to be a tag team match with Jimmy and Jey Uso going up against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, but halfway through, Jimmy Uso got hurt, which left Jey Uso kind of like there, helpless in the ring for a little while. Then near the end, Jimmy Uso woke back up and started bringing the fight to them, but a few seconds later, scooped up, power slam to Jimmy Uso, and the numbers game was back on, and they stacked both of them up for the double tsunami until Roman Reigns' music hit. He came running out there with a chair. Braun Breaker tried to attack him first, went flying over the top rope, and it was just Bronson. Roman was taking the chair to Bronson's back and even following him out of the ring to hit him with the chair some more. And then Braun Breaker even got some of the chair as well. Jimmy Uso woke up. Jey Uso woke up. Double frog splash. 1, 2, 3. And then Roman Reigns wasn't done. He walked in the ring and started taking the chair to Braun Breaker some more. And then he was saying something to Jey Uso. And then he dapped him up kind of like, like they're back down with each other again. But I'm just going to ask you this. This is just a question. Is Jimmy Uso going to feel left out? Because remember, ever since the beginning of the bloodline, there originally was no bloodline. It was really just Roman Reigns and the quote right-hand man known as Jey Uso. Jimmy came along way later. But Jey has kind of like always been that one guy for Roman Reigns. That's why I say, is Jimmy Uso going to start to feel left out at some point? And is Roman Reigns and Jey Uso going to start their own little heel duo? You know what I mean? Is that what's getting ready to happen? Because, Jey's kind of like going, he's going in a heel position lately. So maybe he'll fully go heel and rejoin Roman Reigns, and it's going to be that same storyline all over again with Jimmy. We will see. But that's it for this video, peeps. Peace out, peeps.